Hello all, welcome to Wise Beacon. Imagine you are an ancient warrior. It's the middle of the night. You are deep in the jungle and suddenly the air is filled with the sound of 1,000 people screaming at once. That's not a movie sound effect. That is a 500-year-old piece of clay called the Aztec death whistle. For decades, archaeologists thought these were just cute little statuses. They were wrong. Today, we are looking at how the Aztecs turned the handful of dirt into the most terrifying instrument in history. So, what is so special about the Aztec death whistle instrument? Let's get into the video to find about the same. Researchers found these whistles back in the 1990s, but they didn't know what they were. They found them in the hands of a sacrificed skeleton in a temple in Mexico City. Because they were small and shaped like skulls, they had put them in a drawer for 15 years. It wasn't until someone finally decided to blow into one that room went silent. They realized this wasn't just a toy, it was a psychological weapon. This whistle was associated with the Aztec wind god Hehicatl, and it is a small clay skull-shaped instrument from ancient Mexico that produces a terrifying high-pitched scream resembling a human howl, often reaching over 125 decibels. This sound has been described as a blood-curdling human scream, a ghostly howl, or a wind-like, with research showing the noise creates an intense sense of fear. So, how does a piece of clay sound like human in pain? It's actually a brilliant engineering. Most whistles work like a flute. Air goes in, hits the edge and makes a note. But the death whistle is different. Inside there are two chambers that force the air to crash into itself. Imagine two high-speed winds hitting each other head-on in a tiny room. This creates acoustic chaos. It doesn't make a musical note. It makes a noise that perfectly mimics the frequency of a biological human scream. Our brains are hardwired to freak out when we hear this sound. It triggers our fight or flight response instantly. The Aztecs figured out how to 3D print a panic attack using mud. The clay whistle is structured to create an hairspring effect that produces a haunting, piercing sound, sometimes described as a brain scrambling noise. Why would you want a screaming whistle? Well, there are three big theories for that. The first one is a psychological warfare. Imagine you are the enemy. You are waiting for the Aztec army to charge. Instead of a trumpet or a drum, you hear 500 of these screams coming from the trees. It's meant to break your spirit before the fight even starts. It sounds like an army of ghosts attacking you. The second one is the wind of the dead. Some historians think that the whistle was used during human sacrifices to help the soul travel. The scream was supposed to be the sound of the harsh winds in the underworld. It wasn't meant to be evil, it was the tool for the journey to afterlife. The third reason is they were likely to be used in religious ceremonies dedicated to the Aztec god of the underworld, perhaps to guide souls. Today, you can buy these online and they are huge in horror movies. But for Aztecs, this was a masterpiece of physics and psychology. It shows us that they weren't just ancient people, they were masters of sound who understood exactly how to hack the human brain. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Please give a likes, comments and dislikes, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you.